welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Major League Baseball on a Saturday night. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and today's starter, Sean Manaea.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Freddie Freeman leading things off and takes a strike. And that's in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in, Hesung Kim. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Hit in the air, right field. Then there's one down. Throw over to first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand. That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Mookie Betts. Foul ball there. Kicks and fires. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nimmo sizes this one up, brings it in, and that is that. One left for LA. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Tyler Glasnow. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Someone whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Glasnow, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer. This to center field, and that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
On the ground, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. On to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creep.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Manaea back to work. Hernandez measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strikes.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Andy Pajas stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 out, space is empty. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6. The designated hitter, Luis Angel.
And now here is Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch, not close. Swing and a ground ball. Bats up with it. Tosses across to first. 2 away down.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
So 2 down now, and here is Brett Beatty. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez has this one sized up. Makes the catch, inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Number 25, Tommy Edman.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Misses the sweeper.
You know, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And a foul ball. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. And now the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
One out, base is empty. Just missed.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
And it remains 2 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Here is Freddie Freeman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jose.
And now it's Jose Siri. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch.
next,
Tailing away from the hitter,
the
lowering away with
shortstop,
some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the
Lindor.
bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. And that is out number 3. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ha-Seong Kim. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one
Inside,
off the mark,
1.
and the count is 1-1.
Ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Mookie now,
Ball 1.
and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Beatty tosses to first, and Betts is gone.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
The left fielder,
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. There's the strike. Ohtani at second with 2 down. That one inside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Fly ball down the line. Soto going after it. Nabs it. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Citi Field. Juan Soto now.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
That
That's
one
a ball.
missed. Glasnow ready and deals. And now 2-0.
Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Gets under it and pops it up. Smith. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Mets strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Manaea back to work. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
Smith, multi-time All-Star, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. That one not close, and that is ball one. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
1-2 here. This one popped up. McNeil puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 44, Andy.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That's a hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Checks over to first. Back safely. He's 0 for 1. Edging his zone for a strike. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the
and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing, because he's coming right after these guys.
Two outs. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So the Dodgers leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Luis Angel Acuña.
And that one fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Beatty in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Now he steps out as time is granted. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Hernandez makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Francisco.
2 outs, base is empty.
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-1. That's towards center. Edman in position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Caught him looking for the K. And now, Hesson Kent, 0 for 2 in this one. High fly ball down the left field line. Nimmo puts it away. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. That's too low, and that's ball one.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. And here is Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field. Calls it in for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2. And the first offering is not close.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty. Lindor swings through that.
One ball, one strike.
Not the best swing that time from the first round
ball,
pick.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And a ball evens the count.
2-2 the count.
High fly ball out to center field. Edman going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan.
2 down, base is empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
2 outs, nobody on. Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. And that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And it's 2-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Mets.
The pitch. Tap foul at the plate.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Turns and fires to Betts. And there's a foul ball. swing and a ball drilled center field. Series sizing it up and makes the grab. One up, one down.
The batter, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Smith, batting with one down, takes a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. First pitch just misses.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And it's gone. See you later. He made him pay for that one, and they add on. It's 3-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That'll be it for Glasnow. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Kirby Yates on a pitch out of the pen here.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that. And certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Saved at second with a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
0-1. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Alvarez.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Foul ball there. Runner on at third, one gone.
One and one.
High fly ball, right field. Pajes sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. And there's the strike.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the New
back,
York
and a new
Mets.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season.
Minter.
You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the lead off man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Right through there for a strike. Minter, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Freeman at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Late on that fastball. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Anthony Banda.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Here's Francisco Lindor. One. For 3.
Lindor.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Wow.
0-1's the
That's not
count.
even close to the zone.
Swing and a foul out of play. Up the middle. Betts on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
Here's Juan Soto. That one's in there. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's fouled away. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hernandez hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Out to short. Betts. The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly, but they lead it 4-1.
Pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Back here at Citi Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Foul ball. Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Betts, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that's a little high. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Rip to third. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long